I've always enjoyed being a GP, and I think it's a great career.
So how do you entice them to work here, and how do you deal with the shortfall that we hear about so much when it comes to GPs?
Well, we've redesigned general practice to an extent in Whitstable, and that has been attractive to people to come and work with us. So fortunately, we haven't suffered with that problem ourselves.
OK, so the formula is working for you. John, let's get your opinion on what we heard in the House of Commons today. Jeremy Hunt announcing £1 billion worth of extra funding for GP surgeries over the next 4 years. Is that music to your ears?
Absolutely. It's usually the headline grammars of A&E that get the most funding, and of course they're important, but equally important are the services that keep people out of A&E in the first place.
So how would you like that money spent? If you were in charge of it, what would you do with it?
I would like to redesign the NHS in order to provide more services in the community, closer to people's homes and at less cost.
And you have a fantastic setup here, as we were saying. It's not just a GP surgery. People can come in with broken arms, can't they, and get them fixed in your fracture clinic. Is that the secret, do you think? Is that the future of how GP surgeries will need to evolve?
I think that's true, and Simon Stevens, the new Chief Executive of the NHS, is saying just that. More services in the community are appreciated by patients, and it can provide a much better experience.
And you look after 34,000 patients and counting. Can you offer them that same level of service as you would in the olden days with your family doctor and a GP down the road?
Well, our principle is to preserve the best of the old as well as innovate, and consequently every patient has their own named GP, they know exactly who their GP is, and we operate in 3 small groups of 6, rather like 3 small practices, and yet we're combined into one.
Small matter of a general election next year, John. The NHS very much the central focus, we think. What would your message to politicians be in the next 6 months?
I suppose mine, it would be redesign and preserve the NHS and provide more and better services in the community.